I just wanna thank iPass for creating this kind of platform. It's really helpful talaga. It's like I'm taking a refresher course. Kasi as I have mentioned earlier, I don't have really bedside experience. So journeying with iPass really helped me with this journey. As evidenced by with my first and second take, hindi ako pumasa. Tapos ng third take, nag-iPass ako, pumasa ako. So ganun. And then also, I wanna thank iPass kasi hindi lang sila nagpo-provide ng one coach. So, nagbibigay po sila ng, sa akin nga, three coaches yung sa akin, si Sir Gino, si Miss Jessie, at saka si Sir Justin. So, tatlo-tatlo yung coaches ko. Thank you. And coaches really help you with this journey kasi there are really times na you're discouraged. So, they're there to uplift you with your journey. Yung mga wisdom, yung alam nila kung kailan ka didisturbuhin. Kasi during my intensive review, hindi sila kumukontak kasi alam nilang focus ka sa study mo. So they know the timing, they know the time. So and I really appreciate that.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to iPass Online Review and Mentoring Academy. My name is John, and I'll be your host for tonight. Here at Hope Talk, we invite successful iPass Online Review candidates in the NCLEX to share their wonderful stories and learnings from their journey in achieving the goals of becoming registered nurses in the USA, Canada, and Australia. The journey of becoming a nurse is one filled with trials and tribulations. But he faced each obstacle with courage, determination, and unwavering commitment to his dream. Over the next hour, we'll have the privilege of hearing his story, from the initial spark of inspiration to the triumphant moment of NCLEX success. And with that, I would like to introduce to you our newest NGN passer and one of our Health Carousel scholars, Sir Benji Bacong, USRN.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Sir Benji. How's the feeling po that you have already successfully passed the NCLEX?
It feels cloud nine and then relief. Wala nang stress.
Oh, usually naman ganyan, no? We have to really sacrifice a lot of times. And then after passing the NCLEX, you already have a peace of mind na. Saan tayo located, Sir Benji?
Currently, I'm in Mandawi, Cebu po.
So,
Oh,
we are very
nice.
excited, Sir Benji, to know you better. Could you give us po your educational background leading up to your NCLEX preparation?
Well, just like a typical student, isa po akong paaral ng tita. And then, nursing is not my first choice. My first course was basic chemistry. And then, I shifted to social work hanggang nag-end up sa nursing. I'm a graduate of Iligan Medical Center College. So, sa Iligan City po yun. Way back 2009. So, it's like 14 years. Ang tagal-tagal na. Then, after that kasi merong mga financial struggles. So, hindi ko po nakuha yung papers ko sa school. And then, it was around 2020 na I decided to take the board exam, the local board. Kasi during pandemic, so ang sabi ko sa sarili ko, yun bang tinatanong ka na anong course ka na nursing pro, hindi ako registered. Parang ganun yung sagot mo ba? So, naisip ko na mag-take ako ng exam para anong course mo? I'm a nurse. Parang hindi yung ganun lang na nursing graduate pero wala akong lisensya, hindi ako nag-take ng board exam. So, blessing in disguise na rin yung pandemic kasi work from home. And then, I have the chance to study online review while magte-take ako ng local board exam. And luckily po, pumasa naman. And then, after that, I decided right away to research about NCLEX kasi during sa local review namin, sinasali nila kami yung local review center, sinasali nila kami sa klase ng NCLEX, nung NCLEX class nila ba? Oh. So, na-curious ako ano kaya yung NCLEX. So after passing the board exam, so yun, nag-research ako. Wala akong sinayang na oras. I contacted like an agency na tutulong sa akin na mag-process ng paper ko. Hindi pa Health Carousel yun. By the way, it's not a one take exam for NCLEX. So it's my third take po. And then during my first exam, yun bang naniniwala ka sa saying na strike while the iron is hot? So na-misled po ako ng saying na yun. Kasi nga napapasa na ng local board tapos one take, parang galing na galing ako sa sarili ko. Or after I finish processing my papers for BUN application, So nag-register ako agad-agad ng ATT. Without review, without Q-Banks, ang ginawa ko lang talaga is I'm just relying on my previous knowledge from my local board review. And then YouTube, masyado akong believe sa sarili ko. So yun, ang nangyari, lagapak. And then, after I failed po during first try, tuloy-tuloy na rin, nag-register ulit ako agad-agad. But this time, I'm using Qbanks pero wala pa ring review center. Qbanks lang tapos Archer. Archer lang yung ginamit ko. Tapos, nagkataon pa na yung schedule ko is January 3. So, prior to that month is masyadong busy, December holidays. So hindi ako masyadong nakapag-focus sa Qbanks. It was around December na na-introduce ako kay Health Carousel pero parang na-introduce na ako sa iPass pero hindi ko muna in-access yung iPass kasi mag-focus lang muna ako sa Archer. So ito yung sa second take ko. So yun yung nangyari, bagsak ulit. So at ito yung old version of NCLEX, yung first and second take ko. So after that, ni-review ko yung email ko from Health Carousel, hinanap ko yung link ng iPass. Subukan ko kayang mag-login sa iPass, parang ito yung kailangan ko. Tapos yun, hindi ko pa alam paano mag-browse ng Moodle, ano yung Moodle. Tapos yung roadmap, hindi ko rin alam kung ano yung roadmap. Medyo huli ko na nga yun na-access yung roadmap eh. Then, tapos after that, yun, I utilize iPass parang nahulog siya na 1 year akong nag-review with iPass from the time na bumagsak ako ng pangalawa. Pero ano lang, review, browse, but not heartily kasi parang iba kasi yung mag-review ka na may schedule eh. Pero yung Health Carousel kasi meron silang rules. Bago kanila bigyan ng i-register sa ATT, you need to take the exam like prelim, midterm, finals. Kaso wala akong time kasi I'm working graveyard. So yun yung trabaho ko. I'm in the BPO industry. So by the way, ako zero hospital experience. So I guess isa din yung sa nahihirapan ako kasi it's totally a refresher course with iPass. So then after how many months, like maybe during 8 months, hindi pa rin ako nag-take ng midterm. So, yun, kinausap ko yung one of my coaches, si Sir Gino. Hi, Sir Gino. Then, in-approach ko siya na, Sir, I don't have the chance to take the exams from iPass, which is a prerequisite para i-endorse ako ng Health Carousel to get an ATT. But I reviewed almost a year, and this is not the first time that I'm gonna take the NCLEX. So yun po, kinonsider niya. Kasi iba kasi yung mag-review na may ATT ka, iba yung pressure, you're gonna put pressure on yourself and then yung focus na ibibigay mo is different kumpara sa wala kang schedule. So yun po.
Thank you, Sir Benji, for sharing. No, it doesn't matter naman how many times you have attempted to take the exam for NCLEX. It's a matter of when are you going to pass the exam. So congratulations po again, Sir Benji, for passing the NCLEX on your third try. But for those students po, no, who are on their those who are retakers din po, no, we will learn something from Sir Benji. So Sir Benji, what do you think is the best intervals po from the first attempt up until to the second attempt? Or on your last attempt po?
Well, I cannot give a specific time kasi that would depend on the person kasi iba-iba po tayo ng learning curve. Depende kasi, like with my case, masyado akong aggressive. So gusto ko tuloy-tuloy, nagmamadali masyado. I remember Sir Justin before, one
Yeah.
time we have a coaching session, parang nasampal ako kasi sabi niya, hindi maganda naman yung pagkakasabi niya pero with my understanding parang wala akong respeto sa NCLEX exam. Parang ganun ba? So,
Mm.
well, I agree. It's very important na whatever the exam you're taking, kahit hindi NCLEX, show your respect to the exam. Like how? Preparation. Number one is preparation, dedicate your time, review lang talaga kasi walang madali at walang, I would not say na mayroong madaling exam. Depende kasi yun kung paano ka nag-prepare before diving into an exam.
I
There's no
also
specific time, sir, interval for me.
That's okay po, Sir Benji, no? I agree with you sa sinabi rin ni Sir Justin. Napanood ko rin yan during his Hope Talk session. Ang sabi niya is we really have to respect the NCLEX din talaga. Baka kasi natitake advantage natin.
Mm-mm.
And yun nga po, we really have to prepare well for this examination naman. And ano po yung mga lessons na na-encounter po natin from your first attempt until to the last one?
First lesson is, yun nga, number one, respect. Number two is you need to put an effort and extra time. Especially with my case, I'm zero experience. I would consider IPAS like they're actually honing my skills when it comes to basic nursing cares. Kasi technically, my work for the past 13 years is way different from nursing. So parang nalilimutan ko na, kumbaga sa Bisaya pa is natayan akong utok, parang ganun. And then, yun, be serious with the preparation. Like with my case, from the time na nakuha ko na yung schedule ko, I took 2 weeks off from my work. And then, with that 2 weeks, sinisigurado ko na nakukonsume siya sa review lang talaga. Like, I did a 4 hours review sa morning, then 4 hours sa afternoon, and then pag gabi naman is Q-Banks. By the way, ano po ako, I'm at the online
Team recording.
recording. Oh, kasi I don't have time to join the live session as much as I would want to, but conflict po siya sa work ko kasi as I have mentioned earlier, so I'm working graveyard po. So team recording po ako.
And that's okay, Sir Benji, no? Most especially sa mga classmates natin who are working as graveyard shift. And that's okay kasi hahabulin lang naman natin yun eh. It will be the same lecture from the live session. Pero for some, they are enjoying attending the live session. But yun nga po, depende lang din talaga sa natin, sa situation din natin.
Yeah.
And ayun pa, you have prepared for almost a year for this third try. Am I correct to say that?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, sir. The moment na na-receive niyo po yung ATT ninyo, did you prepare po or did you review prior to your ATT arrival or after na?
Yes po, kasi mahirap din kasi pag you're on late age. Hindi naman ako ganun katanda pero yung learning curve, ang hirap i-absorb. Like for example, yung lahat ng lectures ng IPAS parang I guess 4 times ko nang inulit yung pinanood yung recording videos, and then sabi ko nahihirapan ako sa cardio. So yung cardio, I guess more than 5 ko yung inuulit. Ang haba-haba pa naman ng cardio. And then from the time na nakuha ko na yung ATT ko, doon ko na masasabi na it's a really serious review na po. Kasi I'm jotting down notes naman po kahit wala pa yung ATT, but this time it's very different. Like kahit naka-work ako, I really take time na pagising ko, recording video agad. No Netflix, no YouTube. Parang nadidepress nga ako kasi parang I deprive myself from what I used to do, yung TV, pero gumagala pa rin kasi that's one of my anti-stress po. Reliever. Stress reliever ko po yun.
That's nice to know, Sir Benji, no? Kasi lahat naman talaga tayo, kailangan meron tayong stress reliever, like what you said. Dapat meron tayong time to relax. If ang relaxation mo is about gala, that's okay. As long as nakakapag-aral ka during those times, no?
Yes po. Huwag lang pabayaan yung pag-aaral.
That's good, that's good. For some, they just wanted to watch Netflix as part of their, para anti-stress reliever naman. Pero that's okay. It doesn't matter naman, no? Kasi minsan nafe-feel natin na de-deprive tayo in such a way na bawal na gumala, bawal na manood ng movies or short clips. But find something that will really, hindi ma-stress din talaga. Like you can listen to the music, you can do some exercise, you can spend time with your family, and that's okay. As long as
Hindi
dun sa araw na yon,
pinababayaan
hindi
yung pag-aaral.
pinapabayaan yung review. Thank you for
Meron ka
highlighting
talagang
that.
discipline when it comes to studying. Kasi you need to go back kung para saan to, parang ganun.
And how was your adjustment like, Sir Benji? Like you mentioned, we have zero experience of bedside nurse, di ba? During the time na nag-start po ulit kayo for this IPAS online review, how many months did you able to adjust? And how did you cope with it?
Hindi naman ako nahihirapang mag-adjust kasi I just passed the local board. Parang meron pa rin namang naaaral sa previous review. So sa time lang talaga. That's the very challenging part to me is yung time.
That's nice to know, sir, kasi talaga naman, in the beginning, we have to really do our self-assessment. Parang how many hours can we commit in a day while working? Then how many hours can we commit a day while during your off days naman? At least from there, makakagawa ka ng study structure plan mo. Did you
Pwede
also do
kasi,
that, sir?
yes. Ang isa din sa maganda kasi sa iPass is yung recorded video. You have the control of your time kasi you can pause, you can fast forward. Especially sa akin, I cannot study the whole 5 hours in a day. So, yung 5 hours na recorded video, naging 3 hours kasi pina-fast forward ko siya. Yung 0.5 or minsan nga is times 2. So, mabilisan lang din. Tapos, sulat-sulat minsan sa notebook. Na-manage ko naman yung time ko.
And how important it is po, Sir Benji, na you have to take down notes while attending the recorded or live session.
It's very important kasi hindi mo naman nare-retain yung, siguro hindi lahat ng napanood mo sa video na class is ma-retain. So, it's good na while nakahiga ka, meron kang makikita sa notebook mo. So, it's gonna add something po na ma-retain mo yung inaaral mo.
And not only that, no, we are able to utilize these tools nearing to your NCLEX exam kasi you have to do self-review in a way, di ba?
Yes po.
That's nice to know. Were there any specific study resources po that you would like to recommend to our students?
For me, yung ginagamit ko is iPass lang. iPass and then QBanks is Archer. For me, ang purpose lang ng QBanks is to really test your stamina while answering the questions kasi napakahirap po talaga. Kahit na 85 questions lang yan, it's gonna eat like 3 hours of your time in a day. Tapos, minsan nga 4 kasi hindi naman nag-answer ka ng question tapos next na, babasahin mo rin yung rationale, why it's wrong, why it's right. Minsan pa, magsusulat ka rin, ganito pala yun, ganyan. So, isusulat mo sa notebook mo. And then, yun lang, other than Archer and then iPass. Kasi sa iPass nga, kulang nga yung oras ko, tapos gagamit pa ako ng ibang resources.
Thank you, Sir Benji.
Yes.
Alam mo talaga, yan din yung ginamit ko noon eh. iPass lecture and the UWorld naman question banks. Pero iPass itself, I can testify then, like you, is more than enough for you to pass
Yes,
the
it is.
exam.
I agree.
In regards to the, sa question banks naman, ano po yung mga strategies niyo po na ginamit niyo to approach NCLEX style questions?
Minsan nga, nadidepress ako kasi yung scores ko is borderline. Minsan nagra-run ako ng cut, fail. So, my God, this will be my third attempt tapos ganito yung score ko. Pero alam mo, depende yun. Hindi yun basihan kung papasa ka o hindi kasi ang gagawin mo kahit na fail yung score mo, ano bang ginawa mo during taking that exam? Na ina-observe mo ba yung kung ano yung nakasulat, ano yung knowledge na pwede mong maging take away with that one question? Kasi minsan din mataas nga yung score mo, pero nag-cheat ka naman kasi nag-Google ka ng answer. Nasubukan ko yan during yung mga pharma question. Hirap na hirap kasi ako sa pharma, so Google. Tapos pasado yung score ko pero alam ko sa sarili ko na hindi yun pure pass kasi nag-Google ako. So for me it really doesn't matter if low yung score mo during sa QBanks for as long as meron kang takeaway on each question. Kung ano yung mali, i-retain mo yun, isusulat mo yun para pagkatapos ng exam, pwede mo siyang balikan. And
That's good
then
to know.
also, shout out po pala, meron akong isang kasama na during my last week sa study, binigyan niya ako ng login sa Archer. So, I was able to utilize Archer tapos UWorld pala, UWorld, sorry. So, ang sa UWorld lang, parang mali yata yung naklik ko kasi puro SATA yung lumalabas na question. So, they bombarded me with SATA question which is good naman po kasi nasasanay ka.
How did you approach naman po mga SATA questions? Marami nagtatanong niya.
With my experience, hindi ko lang sure sir kung yung stand-alone na SATA question sa NGN is may count siya if tama or mali. Meron bang ganun?
Right minus wrong.
Ganon din ba kahit stand-alone na SATA?
Yes po.
Oh, yeah. I guess yan yung isa sa maganda sa NGN kasi during my first and second attempt, hirap na hirap ako sa SATA. Tapos pag mali yung isa, mali lahat. So during sa NGN, during sa QBanks, yun yung nanonotice ko, napupull up yung score ko. And then the techniques when it comes to SATA is yun, yung mga palagi nilang sinasabi na do not answer kung hindi ka sigurado kasi it will pull down your score. Ganun lang.
Yes, kaya talaga dun sa drills din natin, attending those drills lectures from Sir Ryan or Ma'am Paula, talagang tinuturo din tong mga techniques on how to answer SATA questions. You really have to answer po what you know. Huwag po tayong manghuhula. Otherwise, maapektuhan yung scores natin.
Yeah, that's right.
And sir, I know you're working po graveyard shift. Talagang hindi kayo nakaka-attend ng live lecture. How did you balance po studying with other commitments po?
Actually, I tried joining live classes. Tapos dalawa yung laptop ko, isa sa work, sa tabi naman is yung laptop for review. Ang nangyayari lang is panay screenshot, tapos hindi ko siya walang learning na nangyayari. So ang ginagawa ko is to really utilize the recording po, especially with my case na nagsasabay po yung schedule ng online class at saka ng work ko. So I utilize the recording videos po, which is good po.
Oh, that's nice to hear. To know more about the strategies and the sa scoring, no, it will be discussed during your live lectures din. Minsan na i-share yan ng educators natin and attending po the test-taking strategies from Ma'am Jamie Robbins. And sir, did you take ano po, besides sa question banks from Archers, did you take any practice exams like from other review materials?
Yung practice questions po ng IPAS. And then
IPAS.
I always make sure na nakakapanood ako ng recorded drill ni Sir Rai. Hi Sir Rai.
Mm.
Kasi he was able to rationalize yung mga test taking strategies, parang ganun po. Yun lang po yung
And
ginamit ko.
okay. And how did yung practice exams contribute to your readiness naman for the NCLEX?
Ewan ko pero parang 'di ba sabi ko na-mention ko kanina yung mga practice question is minsan mababa yung score ko. So yung ginagawa ko is I just make sure na meron akong take away for each question. Ganun lang.
Kaya
My
talagang
learning.
each question we have to read the rationales, no?
Yes.
Go
Even the
ahead.
basic questions kasi kahit na sabihin mo na madali lang question to pero minsan yan yung nalilimutan natin. So kailangan pa rin isulat mo yan.
Tama rin naman kasi 'di ba, while doing our practice question, hindi natin namamalayan na gumagana at naho-hone yung critical thinking skills natin. So, hindi lang siya yung when you read something doon sa lecture, no, yun na yung lalabas sa exam. No, it's an NCLEX exam kasi it will test you how to become a safe nurse. That's why when we encounter difficult question, it will always boils down to your basics. Hindi na magtatanong si NCLEX ng super difficult questions, no? Like mga pang-doctorate na. Most likely, ito lang talaga parang entry level ng mga nurses sa US, sa Canada, or sa Australia. So talaga, ito pa lang ang start natin to become or basic knowledge natin to learn from this NCLEX. And did you participate po in any area review courses po besides sa IPAS? Like nanonood po ba kayo ng mga YouTube and all?
Yeah, minsan-minsan yung simple nursing sa YouTube. Kasi simplified yung ano niya Parang visual learner kasi ako. Yung Mark Lemick, hindi yan nag-work sa akin. Tinutulugan ko lang yan. Yung mga audio, sinubukan ko yan. Sa sasakyan, hindi siya gumagana sa akin. Walang nare-retain. So I'm more on a visual learner po talaga. So yun lang, YouTube minsan. Tapos yun lang yun YouTube, Qbanks at saka IPAS.
Sa mga scoring din na binabanggit nyo, Sir Benji, no? I know sometimes meron tayong fail, meron tayong borderline or very low scores. Dito nyo po ba ina-assess yung sarili nyo for the readiness of the NCLEX?
First, yes. Kasi nga based on my first and second try. And then yung una, yan yung binabasihan ko pero naisip ko pag palagi kong tinitingnan yung score ko, minsan nakaka-depress din. Hindi naman fail lahat. Like for example, with my cat po sa Archer, 2 fail at saka 2 pass. So
Ah,
50-50. Yeah, minsan parang sa loob-loob mo lang pero hindi talaga yung binabasihan ko na I'm gonna go or not. Ang binabasihan ko talaga is ano yung nalilearn ko.
and dun sa mga scores na yun, sir, no? Did you seek po feedback from your mentors during your preparation?
Hindi ko sinasabi sa kanila yung score ko nahiya ko. I just keep it on myself, yung scores ko.
I see. Let's hear it from Sir Gino. Any message po, Sir Gino, for Sir
Hi, sir.
Benji? Good evening po.
Good evening. Parang ano lang, before I used to discuss. And my question ako kay Sir Benji, what made you decide to finish the exam despite that you failed twice?
Para akong si Pia Wurtzbach. 3 attempts muna bago nanalo. Going back sa when I was a student, yung hirap pa sa student and then palagi kong tinatanong si Lord nga, is this really your way for me? And then tinulungan mo naman ako sa local board. So I guess ito talaga yung gusto mo para sa akin. So yun, taking the NCLEX exam, yung goal ko talaga is nung una hindi para yumaman, para makalabas ng bansa. Ang akin lang is to have something na additional achievement for me. Parang ganun lang. And then para mapatunayan ko rin sa sarili ko na kaya ko. So kahit na ang gastos-gastos, ang mahal-mahal, try and try pa rin. Gano'n lang, sir.
Yeah, sabagay. Tapos, when you failed the exam twice, what are your learnings? What were your learnings that time? Anong nabago on your strategies? Kasi sabi
Ang
mo, so wala kang learning sa ganun. And then, sabi mo, ni-recalibrate mo yung plano mo para to come up na nakapasa ka na ngayon. Parang ganun. Tama ba? Tama ba yung pagkakaintindi ko?
Yes, sir. My first and second take, it really humbles me down. Kasi masyado akong believe sa sarili ko. Yung kaya nga nung classmate ko, mas matalino ako doon. Parang ganun ba? Siya nga nasa US na.
Ah,
Kaya, tapos 12 years ago, nag-take ako ng local board. Pumasa nga ako, one take lang. Parang mas mahirap siguro yung PNLE kaysa kasi ano yun, 500 questions. Tapos yung NCLEX, ano lang, at that time is 75 questions. So, kaya ko rin yun kahit hindi mag-review. Parang ganun, masyado akong believe sa sarili ko. So, when I failed the first time, yung second take, medyo na-humble down pero hindi pa rin. Kasi hindi ako nagre-review. So, it was around the second time na bumagsak ako. Oh my God. So there's really a purpose nga. Hindi ko to makukuha. Yung prayer talaga, it's nothing kung wala kang ginagawa para pumasa. Like sabi nga 'di ba, do your best and God will do the rest. So paano ka tutulungan ni Lord kung wala kang ginagawa? Kahit na ano pang prayer na gagawin mo kung masyado kang kampante sa sarili mo, wala talaga. So
okay.
yun, it humbles me down po, sir.
Kaya nga, so I think the first time around that you failed the exam, ang learning doon is be humble or life humbles you. Tama? Kasi
Yes
sabi mo,
po.
akala ko, ang galing ko eh. And then the second time around, alam mo na, you recognize yung mga bagay na yun, pero hindi ka nag-prepare. So we can say, it's safe to say that when you fail to prepare, guys, sa lahat na nandito ngayon, you prepare to fail. Ganun lang kasimple yun, di ba? And the third time around, na nag-exam ka, lahat ng to eh, yung the first takes na you failed. Sorry actually, nagramen ako eh. So I can relate na ako dito sa ano, sa usapan natin ngayon. Kasi pain, right? You need to be hurt in order for you to know. Second thing is you need to fail or to fall in order for you to grow, right? Kasi kung hindi mo nararamdaman yung mga yan, hindi ka magpupursue eh. Kung hindi mo nararamdaman na nasaktan ka, hindi ka magpupursige sa buhay, hindi ka challenge. However, dalawa lang yan eh. Kung nag-fail ka or nasaktan ka, you have two choices. Tatanggapin mo ba na fail na siya or you got to do something para matapos mo siya. Lahat na lang nandito ngayon, whenever you answer questions, especially sabi niya kanina, hirapan ako sa SAT. Dalawa lang yan eh. It's either you gotta keep going, you need to continue, or wag na lang. Kasi ganun yan lang eh. You can't expect to cross the river without having your feet wet eh. Expect nyo na mahirapan kayo. Expect nyo na flex, mahirap talaga. Pero kung hindi nyo in-expect na mahirap to, ano na lang. Ibig sabihin, nasa comfort zone ka. Pag nasa comfort zone ka, sabi nga nila,
Tama.
before ka mag-exam, feeling mo parang chill ka pa rin. I think 8 out of 10 na parang, pag 8 out of 10 naramdaman mo parang chill, parang walang nangyari. Parang walang things, parang walang pagbabago. However, pero pag ginalingan mo talaga, binigay mo lahat. Sabi ko nga nung last time na nagsalita ako yung double S, tsaka yung double C ni Sir Jan, pag meron ka, ano eh, something happened across your way, across your journey para masa ka dito. And I think, yun yung mga bagay na kailangan natin tignan dito. Yes, sabi ko nga kanina, when you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, as easy as that. Sabi nga ni Sir kanina,
Do your best and God will do the
do your
rest.
best, and God will do the rest, right? Ganun lang yun eh. Sometimes kasi ang mga nag-exam, they barter. Lalo na pagkatapos na sila mag-exam. I had one student before, sabi niya, hindi siya nag-review during the preparation ng kanyang exam. And then, nakipag-bar kay sabi niya, kung papasa ako, gagalingan ko na magpasyente. Walang ganun. Walang ganun, guys. Na kapag gagalingan mo na kasi ipapasa ka niya para gagalingan mo na magpasyente. Hindi
Kasi
ganun.
nakakahiya na.
So, ang rules lang naman ng buhay, simple lang eh. You give 50, you will gain 50 as well. Same thing with your exam. Ang effort mo 50%, so matotal, pag nag-exam ka, ang result ng 50% or less. Don't expect na 50% ang effort, 100% ang outcome. Walang ganun, guys. So lahat na nandito ngayon, guys, galingan nyo. Sabi ko nga, you need to have the triple S and the double C. Pwede natin gawin yung battle grazer dyan. The triple S and the double C. Pwede yun. Pwede natin yun. Galing nun. So, yun lang. And kay Sir Benji talaga, sabi nga niya, thrice na siya. And then, hindi ko lang naging words back siya. And now, ito na siya ngayon, pasado na siya. Sabi ko nga lagi, you will have that peace of mind and then yung that window of opportunity na magbubukas para sa'yo. Ang dami ka talaga. Kailangan mo na talaga paghirapan to. And you need not to be discouraged, especially pag sa mga bumabagsak ka. Part yun ng journey yun. Kami rin naman dati. Ibig sabihin ba nun, magaling na kami kagad sa pag-tapos? No. Consistency, sabi nga ni Sir Jan last time. You need to have that consistency and constant practice din. Kasi kung nadidemotivate ka or something na may mga bagay kang ginagawa along the way, syempre, wala yung concentration mo. Pag nawala yung concentration mo, divided yung time mo, ano mangyari sa'yo? Divided din lahat. Even your chance na papasa ka, madi-divide din. Di ba? So yun lang. And good evening kay Ma'am Rachel. Nandito na siya ngayon. And kay Sir Benji, congrats. And then,
Thank you,
congrats.
sir.
Yun po. Thank you.
Add ko lang po what are my ano po yung mga learnings ko with my first son. Kasi by the way, for you guys na siguro may kaya sa buhay, reviewing right now, dati masyado akong kampante na who cares if I'm gonna fail? Pira ko naman to. I can afford. Parang ganun ba? Parang ganun yung mindset ko. So, kung bumagsak ako, register ulit. Kaya ko naman. Parang ganun ba? Pero hindi na ngayon. Dati yon. Hindi ko na kaya ngayon. And then I guess meant to be siguro meant to be kami ni Health Carousel kasi nung ini-sponsor nila ako parang nahihiya na ako wait I need to focus kasi hindi ko na pera yung pinang-register ko dito, nakakahiya ng masyado. So parang ganun ba? Ganun yung nangyari. So at least nakakatulong siya sa akin. And then thank you din kay Sir Gino kasi kung hindi niya ako ini-endorse to get the ATT, baka chill pa rin ako ngayon. Parang review tapos walang direction, walang sense of pressuring myself. Kasi anyway, wala pa naman akong schedule so I can go back to first day of lectures, second day. By the way, ano pa ako? Cycle 7. Anong cycle na ngayon? 14 na yata. So ganun ako katagal na naka-enroll sa IPAS. So kaya siguro kahit hindi ako nag-midterm final, in-endorse na ako ni Sir Gino to process my ATT. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Kasi ano naman sa mga IPAS coaches, tinitignan nila kung may laban ka na, if you have the chance, high chance na papasa ka. And we saw that in you. Hindi lang ako, with other coaches as well. Meron tayong deliberation dyan. So, yeah. Kaya yun, tama kami sa naging decision namin na we will recommend you to take the exam. Kaya yun. So, congrats, Sir Benji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Gino. Talaga, ang lucky talaga namin pag nag-share si Sir Gino. Ang dami talaga nating learnings. Ko lang ulit, i-elaborate ko lang yung tatlong S at dalawang C. So talaga ito talaga yung mga tools na yung mga nag-hooptok talaga ngayon, what they have, mga qualities na to. Ito yung sacrifice. Really have to sacrifice something para may mag-gain din tayo something. And then yung self-determination. Wala tayo niyan, may hirapan tayo ma-achieve ang passing the NCLEX. And spiritual guidance. Oh, sir, tanda ko yan. Sir Gino. Spiritual
Thank you.
guidance. Prayers talaga. Ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-powerful na tool na ang kailangan talaga natin. And yung dalawang C na nabanggit ko rin, consistency and your commitment. If you don't have these qualities, mahihirapan din talaga tayo i-achieve ang goals natin. Thank you, Sir Gino, for providing these qualities po para ma-share natin sa mga students natin. And we have po the privilege of having our CEO, Ms. Rachel Olivar, with us tonight. Good evening, Ma'am Rachel.
Hi po, ma'am.
John, it's been a long time that I wasn't able to attend the Hope Talk. Sir Benji, good evening. And truly, Sir John, I will really agree with you that when Sir Gino is with us, there's a lot of wisdom that he is going to share. I would like to shout out all the coaches, success coaches, ad hoc coaches, all our educators, everyone in the academy. They're really collaborating, working closely to be able to help all our students pass their examination. They're really exerting all their best efforts to make it happen, to achieve, to be able to assist our students and change their lives. And one of the things that I am very proud of as well is that Health Carousel Philippines, the sponsoring company of Benji, Sir Benji, they are really very supportive when it comes to their scholars, because all they want to see as well is that their student will pass their examination. They have a very stringent kind of screening when it comes to assessing whether this student has to take the examination, has to go through all of these processes. They have very strict guidelines on that, because they want that once their student will take the examination, they will see that the student will pass. So we also thank Health Carousel for sponsoring all the scholars. So one of which is si Sir Benji, andito na sa atin, doing his
Thank you,
hope
thank you.
talk, inspiring his classmates, and truly sharing his experience, his unforgettable journey of being hurt, but being able to
Bounce
but
back.
but being able to bounce back despite all the challenges that he was able to face. And as you experience, Sir Benji, we have the same kind of experience, that you didn't make it on your first examination or second examination. You had passed your examination your third time. I passed my examination on my second time, and we had the same kind of experience, that we felt frustrated when we did not make it on our examination. And actually, there are also some of my friends and some of the students in here that it's not their first time to sit for the examination. It might be their second time. And if you have heard and you have seen the testimony of Ma'am Gigi, one of our success coaches now, wow,
Yes,
really, really, it was really a very remarkable journey and forgettable journey, the same as yours, Sir Benji. That despite all of the struggles and all the sacrifices, she was able as well to make it through. And that really speaks your determination, that speaks about your perseverance, because this is just the NCLEX is just the first part of your journey. Once you're done with your NCLEX, you have to go through a lot of steps still. And the moment that you are going to be there in the USA, there's still more challenges that you are about to face. So having the NCLEX and taking it and passing it, this is just a preparation for yourself. And one of the things that I can also share is that there are really some reasons why we are not going to make it on our first examination. The defeats that we have faced should not be a hindrance for us to pursue what we want to achieve in our life. And the defeats that we have experienced, it doesn't mean as well that we have already failed. There's already no chance for us on succeeding on a certain thing. So we just have to continue. We just have to pursue it, and we should never give up on trying to achieve in achieving the goals that we want to achieve in our life. So I salute you, Sir Benji, for being
you
so
po.
persevering despite all of those struggles, despite all the frustrations, despite all the Pia back feelings. So I know that once you have succeeded all of this, one day you'll be able to look back and realize, those are the things that those are the reasons why I didn't make it on my first examination, for me to inspire other nurses as well, that they too can be able to make it. Your defeats is not a reason for you to give up, but it should inspire you to keep on going, to prove yourself that you have something worthwhile that you can achieve in your life. So now it's not anymore RN, Benji RN, but you now have another suffix. So goal achieve tayo, Sir Benji, that you have proven to yourself that there are still other things that you can achieve. The same as your friends who are already there in the USA. You too, one day you will already be there in the USA, and we are one of those persons who will be very happy to see that you will make it there. And we are really very proud of you. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you for inspiring your classmates that they too can be able to make it. Whatever challenges that they have right now, whatever problems that they are encountering on their preparation, this is just part of the normal process that you are encountering on your NCLEX journey. One day you will be joyful, and all of these sleepless nights will pay off. And thank you really, Sir Benji, for being with
You're
us.
welcome po.
Thank you so much to Health Carousel Philippines for sponsoring Sir Benji and Sir Gino, and to Ma'am Jackie, and to all Health Carousel success coaches. Salute all you guys, to Sir John, who's always being here, doing his
Miss
very
Jessie po,
best.
Miss
To Ma'am Jessie as well. Thank you so much. And to all of your classmates who are here with us, you guys will all be able to make it. It's just a matter of time that you will all claim the license that you have already, that you will claim, the license that you're going to claim. It's just a matter of time. So keep pursuing and never give up despite the challenges that you have. Back to you, Sir John.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Rachel. Kung pwede lang tumayo, bibigyan kita ng standing ovation talaga. Ang ganda ng mga sinabi niyo po, Ma'am Rachel.
Sir John, ikaw ang dapat bigyan ng standing ovation. Nakita ko yung preparation mo on how you have to prepare for the students. So like, Sir John,
Thank you po, ma'am. Very much appreciated po. Sa lahat po talaga ng mga sinabi niyo, agreeable po talaga ako. And tama po, for those preparing for the NCLEX, remember to focus lang talaga on the understanding the concepts rather than po just to memorizing the facts naman. You have to stay calm, trust your preparation, and approach each question po systematically. And the rest will follow. And Sir Benji, thank you po for accepting our invitation for this Hope Talk. But I would like to seek your advice to those students po. Ano ang ma-advise niyo po doon sa mga classmates natin who will be taking their examination very, very soon?
Before that, by the way, I just want to thank iPass for creating this kind of platform. It's really helpful talaga. It's like I'm taking a refresher course. Kasi as I have mentioned earlier, I don't have really bedside experience. So journeying with iPass really helped me with this journey. As evidenced by with my first and second take, hindi ako pumasa. Tapos ng third take, nag-iPass ako, pumasa ako. So ganun. And then also, I want to thank iPass kasi hindi lang sila nagpo-provide ng one coach. So nagbibigay po sila ng sa akin nga three coaches yung sa akin, si Sir Gino, si Miss Jessie, at saka si Sir Justin. So tatlo yung coaches ko. Thank you. And coaches really help you with this journey kasi there are really times na you're discouraged. So they're there to uplift you with your journey. Yung mga wisdom, yung alam nila kung kailan ka didisturbuhin. Kasi during my intensive review, hindi sila kumukonta kasi alam nilang focus ka sa study mo. So they know the timing, they know the time. So and I really appreciate that. And then my advice is for my classmates who's about to take the NCLEX exam. Promise, madali lang yung NGN. I've been there, done the first and second take with the old type of NCLEX exam. Compared to NGN, kaya nyo yan. Promise, madali lang siya. And then, it's good na believe ka sa sarili mo, and then, bigyan mo rin ng prayer is really very important. Kasi you can't do anything pag sarili mo lang yung, you're just relying on your knowledge. Kasi, not all the topics na lalabas sa exam, pwedeng hindi mo siya na-encounter sa review. So, mayroong ganon. Like, for example, with my case, mayroong isang gamot na, oh my God, anong gamot to? So, prayer lang talaga. Feeling ko naman tama naman yung sagot ko. So, yun. Yan po yung advice ko. Laban lang.
Thank you, Sir Benji. And looking back po, no, is there anything you would have done differently in your preparation?
Sana hindi ako nagtipid with my first exam. Sana nag-purchase ako ng review kahit mahal. Kasi that's one of the reasons siguro kaya ko, hindi ko na kailangan magbayad ng review center kasi I just passed the local board. Same lang siguro yung knowledge. So parang ganun yung nasa isip ko. And then second take, parang ganun din, medyo tipid kasi QBank lang yung binili ko, wala pa ring review. And then overall, humility. That's very important. Huwag kang masyadong believe sa sarili mo. Don't compare yourself sa mga kaklase mo or sa ibang learner. Kasi nga, with my case, sabi ko nga na kaya nga niya. Feeling ko mas magaling pa ako sa kanya during college times. Siya nga nasa US na. Ano, ganun yung sinasabi ko dati, promise. Kaya ginanon ako ni Lord. Huy. Huy, gumising ka. So pag during the third exam, doon, parang I need to do better kasi nakakahiya pag bumagsak pa ulit ako. So I need to focus. I need to devote really quality time with review. So ganun.
You know what, na ano po yung na-admire ko po sa inyo, Sir Benji, no, is you learn how to respect the process of your NCLEX. And somehow, you have remained humble po in a way that you know what to do on your third take po. Kasi 'di ba, alam ko mahirap sa tanggapin having the first and the second attempt nag-fail po talaga tayo. But you learn this along the way and I salute you for that. And
Thank
we
you, sir.
have the privilege as well having Sir Jay with us tonight. Good evening po, Sir Jay.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon in the Middle East and in Africa if there are people listening from us from African region. But yeah, this is Benji,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Mr. Benji, congratulations.
Hi, Sir Jay. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Where are you situated right now? Are you in the Middle East or Philippines?
Cebu po, sir.
Cebu, Bisaya. Okay. Anyway, congratulations. And I'm, of course, every day, this is really my sort of like devotional to me because it boosts my day, especially when I'm having lecture. But you're just one of them. You're just one of them that who passed the examination or been, successful in their exam, in their journey. But of course, you're gonna be an inspiration to those who are going to take in the near future, right? So we are a community here. So like I always say, being successful in NCLEX is contagious, right? That's the most contagious for me, huh? That's the most contagious na, for example, like you being a passer. So it's going to be not only for you but for everybody. So I'm really, really happy for that. So that will really boost my day and the entire IPAS team, not only the educator but the rest of the IPAS community. No, so we are just here to tell you na we're so grateful and appreciative kasi you trust us in IPAS. Yun ang pinakamahalaga sa amin din kasi we are really nothing without you. Of course, we are amalgamated by God eh. These people, Benji and the rest of the students and John as as a coach, at the same time Hope Talk, Rachel, me and the rest of the IPAS team. We are a group of people na itong mga people na to ito yung community na magbibigay ng sa each other, like success sa each other. Okay, so and I'm really happy for that. Yeah, so way to go. So after NCLEX, another probably exam like English exam, and then hindi mo alam like in 1 year time, 2 years time, and I guess the priority dates are moving. Hindi mo alam nandito ka na sa America or Canada or Australia. So yes, I'm will be really really glad to see you here kung dito ka man pupunta sa Amerika, right? So thank you. This is really a good start for my lecture, especially this type of lecture na medyo mabigat. Okay, so yeah, thank you for doing the Hope Talk.
Thank you very much po, Sir Jay. And Sir Benji, for the last time po, would like to ask you, how did the entire IPAS team help you in achieving your American dream?
It's very helpful po talaga. It's very important na, as I mentioned earlier, I thank you guys for creating this kind of platform kasi knowledge-wise, you guys really help me a lot. Nare-refresh po ako, especially with the basic skills. And then also, with time management, especially with my case, nagko-conflict po yung live lecture with my work. So it's a good thing na meron pong recording kasi I can still utilize all the lectures by accessing the live recordings, and actually helpful pa nga siya sa akin eh kasi I can, as I mentioned earlier, so I can fast forward, I can pause, parang ganun po. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for having this review center.
Thank you, Sir Benji. And another thing po, any message po to your to Health Carousel?
To my healthcare so first, thank you po talaga. Kasi for sponsoring my exam, parang nakakadagdag siya ng pressure sa akin. Masyadong nakakahiya if babagsak ako when it's not my money ang ginamit sa pagbayad ng exam. So I hope that you guys will be able to help students or scholars like me. And then yeah, thank you for your patience as well. There are times na medyo hindi nakakapag-reply agad with your email, but yeah, thank you so much. So yan lang po.
It's nice to know, Sir Benji, that you have so much support system in your journey po. We have the Health Carousel and the iPass with you. And we are very happy po that you have already conquered the NCLEX. This certificate is proudly presented to Benji Bakong for successfully passing the NCLEX RN examination. This serves as a proof that the successful candidate indicated in this certificate is a safe nurse based on the USA Standards of Nursing Practice, signed by Sir J. Padong and Sir Mark Zaspa. Congratulations po, Sir Benji.
Yes po, thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank-
Sir Benji.
Yeah. And by the way, pwede
Thank-
po mag-thank you. Thank you po sa mga coaches ko, kay Miss Maricel from Health Carousel, kay Sir Gino, kay Miss Jessie, thank you. Miss Abs, the coordinator that we have from Psycho 7. And then, yun po nag-share ng archer niya, si Miss Kitty Schrader. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sir Gino.
Thank you again, Sir Benji, for accepting our invitation for this Hope Talk. Definitely po, naka-inspire po tayo ng napakadaming students from iPass. And remember, Sir Benji, you pass with,
I pass.
yeah.
I pass processing made easy for you.